Hey guys, so this week I've been learning about ISO and white balance and focal length and edge lighting and spotlighting. Oh my god, filming is really confusing. But I've been doing all this because I really want to up the quality from my previous video. Because in the previous video there was quite a lot of this and quite a bit of this. I'm not going to beat myself up about that though, because it was the first time I'd ever filmed on a phone before, let alone edited together a whole movie. So I'm glad I just stuck with what clips I had and just got the video out and done. But moving forwards, I'd really like to up the general quality of my videos and make the whole videoing setup a little bit more streamlined. So to help me do this, I've created an all-in-one filming and lighting rig that mounts to a single mounting pole. I got this idea from Caleb at DSLR Video Shooter, who created an all-in-one YouTube filming rig that attached to his desk. Unlike Caleb's setup, I want to attach it to the wall and be able to dismount it and attach it to other pizza furniture. And be attached to other bits of furniture around the house, so if I want to film outside I can just take the whole rig and attach it to the table outside. Also, I looked at some of the prices for the bits of equipment that Caleb was recommending and I don't have that kind of money, so I'm going to be hacking this together using Ikea angel-poise lamps as the main basis for my lights and my camera arms. I'm also going to buy a few different standard camera mounting threads and then 3D print a few adapters to try and Frankenstein this whole contraption together. So if that sounds interesting to you, stick around and I'll show you how I put it all together. guys, hope you enjoyed this build. This week was actually relatively simple and relatively cheap, which are two things that don't usually happen in my builds. It also really showcased the versatility of a 3D printer and how it can help you improve and repurpose items around the house. In this case, the Ikea angel-poise lamps. My original idea was to use Manfrotto magic arms to hold the phones, but at £100 a piece, these were going to be way too expensive for this build. And as necessity is the mother of invention, the Ikea lamps have done everything I needed them to do, and for a fraction of the price. To make them work slightly better, I've played around with trying to tension the angle poise by drilling some extra holes into the frame to allow me to change the tension of the springs. This has helped quite a lot, but if I do need to make it even more rigid, all I have to do is tighten the screws on the frame. In the future, I think I'm going to replace the nuts on the frame with lock nuts, so I don't go nuts constantly having to tighten nuts. Other than that though, I'm really happy with how the project's turned out, and the added bonus of being able to take different elements off of the main rig and attach it to my desk has come in really clutch when I need to get a really specific shot. I think that's the moral of the story for this build, is to just go super cheap and see if it works, and then if it doesn't, you can always improve it further down the line. But I'm so glad that I went cheap on this project and it's all worked out without needing to improve anything. Well, I mean, other than some lock nuts.